So I opened up the game, and this popped up. Uh, I don't know what these statues are for. Are they for in-game decoration? That would be cool. Penguin. Like, did I unlock 60 statues here? That doesn't look like a snake. Well, anyway, so today we are looking at Eye of the Taiga. The Maple Leaf Wildlife Park. Bordering Candy Lake, the site of Maple Leaf Wildlife Park was chosen for its outstanding views of natural beauty. In giving you this opportunity, Bernard has done you a great honor, so it's time to repay the trust that he's placed in you and do him proud. Now, I believe this is the first park where we make it from scratch. We're not fixing things, we're not doing things, we're doing it 100% completely from scratch. When I first played this, I'm pretty sure I had to do this one twice because I seriously messed up the first time through. I don't remember what I was doing. Yeah.
After your sterling work in China, I got a bit of good news, better news situation for you. The good news is that I'm promoting you to apprentice zoo manager. The better news is you get to build a new zoo from scratch. That said, you will be on your own this time. No help from Nancy, although she wishes you luck. So, I suppose it's actually more of a good news, better news, and then slightly worse news situation. Either way, it's a chance for you to really prove yourself. Now, for this zoo, I'll want to see a good few different habitat and exhibit species, and at least as many guests to look at them. I'd also like you to keep your staff nice and happy as much as you can. And obviously the same's true of the animals as well. Oh, and, let's see. Yeah, you should try to turn a good-sized profit to boot, so we can continue our vital work elsewhere. There. That should keep you going for a while. I'll check in with you later. Good luck.
Thank you. I'm immediately going to pause this. I want to check something. Oh yeah, look at that. So when I first played this, the setting didn't do anything about this stuff, so I think when I first played this, I had to move this slightly inward, because it was getting across the path. Anyway, our goals are 3 habitat species, 175 guests, then 5 habitat species, 2 exhibit animals, and staff happiness of 75%. And then for gold, 7 habitat species, 4 exhibit animals, and a yearly profit of 10,000. And we're not necessarily going to do that in a linear order. Just because sometimes the exhibit animals will bring in a lot of money, and they fit in a very small space, so that might be pretty ideal for us. But we don't know yet. Also, if this one is 2 parts, I will try to post the next part on the following Wednesday, the upcoming Wednesday, instead of making you wait another entire 2 weeks for it, because that doesn't seem like it would be very fair. Anyway, let's look at our options. So first off, let's get to know our staff. we don't have a research center or a workshop, and that's a bit worrying. We have exactly one caretaker. Okay, so we will need a keeper. We will need a mechanic. We don't need security yet. We don't need any vet. We will need a vet. And I'm not going to get an educator yet. They're really great, and I'm definitely going to do them later, but not yet. Well, at least I want to do them later, but we don't have the money for them yet. They cost a lot, and we don't have... I mean, we have 80,000, basically. So we have, effectively speaking, we have here, and up here. We have a little bit of space here, and then all this space down here and here for our effective habitat spaces. And we will need to be fitting 7 habitats in here. So that's not necessarily going to be super hard. We can also like cross the bridge and go over here if we need to, but I'm not expecting us make a bridge and cross it if we need to get over here, but I'm not expecting us to. So let's just say, roughly speaking, we could put one like there. We also need like staff areas and stuff spread out around them, around the areas. So I think this could be, oh, let's get back into this, let's look looking here. So like this could be one habitat and some like a little stop to eat and get merch and stuff. I think like back here we can have a little staff area, because that can service this over here. And then maybe a couple of other things, because I don't want them to be walking too far, right? We can have like another habitat at eating area over here with like a couple of staff facilities back here. If we wanted, we could build a little footpath up to like back here, but that would be a little ridiculous. There will be a path going through here. There's a flat space here, so I think this is a good spot for like a habitat. And staff rooms further back, and also like maybe a bathroom. I think if we put a staff room and keeper hut and stuff like over here, it'll be okay. And then we can put the fourth exhibit like just like right over here. Habitat exhibit, the little one like right over here when I first get in, as like an initial draw to get people in. There we go. Starting out, it's really ugly, I'm not gonna lie. But that's okay. Let's see, starting out. Yeah, we do have a couple of basic things starting out. I do, however, want a research center and a workshop pretty quickly on. But let's go ahead and get started by getting some animals. So I think we're going to start with the peafowl. Just because, well, they're cheap to start out with. All in all, they are, pretty cool. Okay, so let's look at our barriers. So I think the peafowl should go up here then. which means I'm actually going to completely delete this and get started with new. A guest spawner. I don't know what that is. So we have 1 inn. And that brought us 112 guests, which is really nice. But in the meantime, I need to get my vet researching. And I also need to get my mechanic researching. Because we are very much going to need power. Alright, let's start looking at our next potential animal to get. Oh, we can get a bison. Let's actually pause and consider this, because I'm pretty sure these weren't on the list in the first place. Yeah, so they're going to need a bigger space. I mean, honestly, that could work. There's actually the possibility that we combine these two habitats and make the pathway go up and over. Make a huge habitat for the pronghorns and the buffalo, bison. But also I'm like kind of worried that I didn't actually see pronghorns before. And in the meantime, we can get a Nyala habitat up and going. This was our second smallest habitat, but I think I'm going to stick them over here. that'll work best. But as it is, I have been recording for way too long. I don't know how long this will end up being edited. But if you notice, we aren't even done with one of the bronze goals, which is something I was hoping to have done. But I am spending way too long building, and I don't want to keep recording because I have been recording for too long, and this file is going to be a pain. I know I said I was going to end, but I really need to get this up and running at least. Done, quote unquote, we'll come back next time and finish up this little section here, and we'll get that third animal in, which are hopefully the bison, because we have them. Hopefully we'll be able to spot pronghorn antelope in here. We can take the Nyala off this, actually. Hopefully pronghorn antelope will pop up in here. And we can make a giant habitat over there, but otherwise I'm not going to really stress about it. So that being said, thank you for joining me on this first part of this one. It's definitely going to be our first multi-parter. Oh hey, we achieved one goal here. I'm hoping that we'll get to some of this. We'll get at least. I'm hoping we'll get through at least silver in the next one. The pathway is so dark. No, the Nyala just got here, so that's not your fault. But with that said, I'm going to run this until it's daytime, so I can take another picture, since we started this out by it with a picture. What is this? Oh. You had a baby, and I forgot to name you guys, label you guys. Anyway, while I figure this out, it's probably not you then. While I figure this out, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you soon for part 2. Bye! I came to get screenshots. Shh. One of these will be a thumbnail. Okay, well,